What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today. Almost got my words all mixed up there. Right, so we're going to get straight into it. And if you're new to this channel, so this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. All right. So with all of that covered, we're going to get straight into it. So there was a few things that I was looking for in today's market. Right, I talked about it yesterday when the markets was closed, and we're just going to recap on that now. Right, so the first thing that we did, let me get rid of these things that I got on here. So all of these drawings, we're just going to get rid of them and just keep the moving averages there for now. Right, so the first thing that I talked about in yesterday's video was that I wanted to see what kind of candle we got today, if the candle was going to close below the 200 moving average or if it was going to bounce off it. Right, and what we have right now is we have a bounce. So yesterday's wick bounce, well, not yesterday's wick, today's wick basically just moved away from it. Right, so I'm just going to zoom into that briefly, and we're just going to see exactly what's going on. So one of the things that I can see with this candle over here is that we have a lot of selling pressure at the top right here. Okay, and there is a reason for the selling pressure that we're seeing at the top, because a lot of the guys in the market at the moment, because of the overall structure as to how this candle patterns, well, the candle pattern kind of looks at the moment. Okay, it's only natural that they're assuming that price is going to break down and they want to push the price downwards. Right, it makes sense. Before I knew some of the stuff that I now know, right, I would be in a position with them right now hoping that price is actually going to be breaking down. But a lot has changed from the kind of trader I was when I first started this channel to the kind of trader I am now, to know that I don't want to do anything unless I have a clear signal. All right, and first things first, the previous candle to this one over here is all encompassing. Right, so this one went all the way up and it's now in the process of coming back down again. Right, so what now that means for me is I'm still waiting to see what happens in this area. That's all I'm going to do. Is all I'm going to do is wait to see what happens in this area. Right, it's the next candle, tomorrow's candle. Right, will that close below the 200 EMA or the 200 moving average, or will it begin to push upwards? If it begins to push upwards, then it's fair to say, so I just zoom out again and I'll just show you what I mean, and it's fair to say that this over here actually is the bottom and we're about to get another higher high in comparison to this high. So in that case, I'll be aiming to jump on board and ride it up to the upside. Okay, why? Because I would know, depending on what kind of candle we get tomorrow, especially at the end of play tomorrow, okay, if price is going to be moving away from the 200 moving average, or if it's going to break through the 200 moving average. This area is super important for us. Okay, so long as it's bouncing around in this area, okay, we need to keep an eye on it. You can choose to jump in there and have a go, see what you can get, because this is the daily candles that we're looking at, so there's a lot of pips in here to be gained. All right, obviously, I mean, from here to here it's a lot of pips. That's the kind of pips we want. But I mean, if you're just going to be in it for, I don't know, hour or two, there's something in there for you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there is something in here for you. Right, so as it stands, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to see what is going to happen. I want to know if it's moving away or if it's breaking down. That's what I want to know. If I turn on all of the art, right, so that's the art right here, my little Picasso I got going on, right, we can see that in this structure that we have over here, and this is between the two trend lines, so the red one at the top and the red one at the bottom. Okay, I'm referring to it as a structure. Within this overall structure itself, price may want to come down to the bottom of this trend. The reason why I say that is because we have a touchdown here and we also have a touchdown here. We kind of need 3 touches to actually confirm it, but in my opinion 2 is enough, right? But we kind of need 3. If you want to do this properly, you want 3 touches. 1 touch here, 1 touch here, and another touch here. If I want to get really petty about this overall situation, I could just move it up like this and say, yes, I have my 3 touches. I have my 3 touches, and a breakthrough, and it kind of works because it kind of broke through, but it hugged it, and then obviously it pushed back up again, and now it looks like it's on its way back down. So we kind of want to see what it does tomorrow. What happens tomorrow is going to be important. And another thing as well with tomorrow is tomorrow we have some news. So let me just bring that in. Let me just drop that in here somewhere. Okay, so tomorrow we have some news, right? And the first news that we have is CB consumer confidence. So if we kind of want to see what the data is going to be on that, and depending on what the data is like, we can then decide how obviously it's going to influence the overall market. What direction will it push the market in? Will it send the market to below the current moving average? Let me just turn it off, right? So will the news tomorrow send price below the 200 moving average, or will it encourage it to move away from the 200 moving average? So these are the kind of things we kind of want to know, right? And ideally I want to know this stuff today, but unfortunately I can't find out about these things today. I have to wait for the event to take place, watch what market does, and then only then will it make sense as to what I should do and how I should do it. All right, so that is my take on that at the moment. Just going to jump into the hour real quick, and let's see if there's anything that we can see that could help us make some kind of move. Okay, so let's just see what we've got going on. Let's turn on all the art. Okay, so as we can see, there isn't really a lot going on right now. There isn't really a lot going on in terms of what price is doing, right? So one assumption could be based on where the moving average is. And remember, because we're seeing this on the hourly, you kind of want to take this with a pinch of salt. You don't want to be like, okay, this is an absolute definite thing, because when we're looking at it on the hourly signal is strong, but it's not the strongest. The day is the best one to look at, and anything above a day, so that would be the 3-day, the week, the month, those signals are super useful, right? So looking at this from where it is right now, okay, I would be like, okay, well, let's see what happens tomorrow, right? And what will happen tomorrow is, if it's moving away from the moving average, there's a good chance we're going to get a close above this zone that I've drawn over here, which is on the top end, which is 12,228.61, right? And then on the bottom end is 12,176.75. okay, now I'm not too concerned about the bottom end if it goes into it and then it starts pushing down. What I want to know, if it closes above, then it's fair to assume price is moving away from the 200 EMA. And what will happen is, so between this 200 moving average over here and the 20 moving average over here, we may get a cross somewhere down here, and should that happen, essentially the candle would be above this zone that I've just called out. And if that happens to be the case, then yes, price is breaking this structure that we've got going on over here. So this one right here is breaking that, and it's going to be pushing to the upside. And if it is, it's going to be a fantastic time to obviously join the market and grab some pips and some points for yourself. And in saying that, it's important that I say this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's super important you learn how to do the homework. I'm only giving you an opinion, and this is for entertainment and education purposes only, right? So with all of that covered, my awesome people from all around the world, I want to thank you for coming over to watch another episode of NAS100 analysis today. I wish you the very best in all of your trades in these coming days, okay? And I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be very soon. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.